Good afternoon, I'm Clazel Cordelia and this is PTV News Now. It may have taken a little more time than he wanted, but in the end his choice for the post couldn't have been better. The president in his cabinet meeting earlier today announced his appointment of Senator Juan Edgardo Angara to head what he calls arguably the most important department given the crucial role of education. Senator Angara stood out among a batch of excellent candidates given his solid educational background, London School of Economics bachelor's degree in economics, Juris Doctor from the State University, and Master of Laws from Harvard School of Law. In addition, his track record as lawmaker who helped craft laws toward educational reforms factored in. The Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act and the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, otherwise known as the K-12 law. Senator Angara, who did not show up in today's 17th cabinet meeting, has accepted the president's appointment and is set to officially take his oath on July 19. An Italian teenage video gamer who died of leukemia nearly 18 years ago has been officially declared by the Vatican Church and authorities for sainthood. Blessed Carlo Atti, a 15-year-old teenager when leukemia took his life in 2006, was some sort of a computer whiz who designed web pages for Eucharistic miracles and Marian apparitions and documented them on a website he also created. He was known for his cheerfulness as much as his computer skills and a devotee of the Eucharist. In 2019, 13 years after he died, his remains was transferred to the sanctuary of the Spoliation in Assisi, Italy, where he was eventually beatified in October 10, 2020. Atti's canonization was approved by the Pope and Vatican cardinals on May 23 this year and is set for official sainthood declaration in 2025. From then on, Atti will be known as a patron of the youth and computer programmers. Illegal wildlife trafficking generates an estimated $23 billion a year, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security says. A newly opened exhibit in La La Land sheds more light on this growing problem that VOA's Ann Rice narrates in this report.
Fluffy ended up here at the Wildlife Learning Center in Sylmar, California, after he grew too big for his bathtub home. His owners may end up convicted of a crime because it's illegal in California to keep exotic animals, including alligators, at home as pets. David Reichert is the co-founder of the Learning Center, where Fluffy and some other abandoned exotic animals now live.
This is an American alligator that someone had as a pet. They were keeping it in their bathtub. And in that case, they actually just relinquished it on their own.
In 2005, Reggie made headlines when he showed up in the waters of Los Angeles. It took 18 months to get him to the LA Zoo. His former owners initially had gotten him from the black market. Sarah Walker with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums says finding exotic animals on the black market is easy.
Across the United States, wildlife inspectors are seizing 27 live animals a day. They're being smuggled sometimes through the mail, sometimes on airplanes, in cargo, and on passengers. Believe it or not, people with birds and turtles and all sorts of animals literally taped and strapped to their body.
Officials at the Los Angeles airport, the main air gateway of the West Coast, find a lot of exotic animals. So this is where conservationists decided to open an exhibition dedicated to wildlife trafficking.
This is our fourth exhibit in the United States. LAX is a critical location for us, however, because it is such a busy port. They see a lot of live animals and animal products being smuggled in on a daily basis.
Wildlife trafficking brings poachers and traffickers about $23 billion a year, according to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Reichert says birds are some of the biggest moneymakers.
Some species of bird that come to mind can be very expensive, like toucans and different types of parrots that are endangered. Those come with a big price tag. A lot of the exotic cats, even tigers, are surprisingly not as expensive as you might think.
And the tragedy, according to a recent study, is that an estimated 70% of smuggled exotic pets die before they even reach the market. And those that are rescued often end up in shelters that don't know how to care for them. Frangelina Bagdasaran in Los Angeles, California. Anna Rice, VOA News.
So that's it for this afternoon. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same location on your remote and or browser. Stay connected by catching the news right here. This is Clazel Pardilia for PTV News Now.